At Oklahoma Echoes, our mission is to preserve the stories of the people and places that shape our history here in Oklahoma. Recently, that mission brought me to the American Military Heritage Museum in Enid, Oklahoma, where the community came together on Purple Heart Day to honor the sacrifice and service of America's wounded. Veterans, families, and members of the Enid community gathered at the museum for the ribbon cutting of its new Purple Heart Gallery, an exhibit dedicated to those who were wounded or killed while serving our country. Located inside the Oakwood Mall, this 40,000 square foot museum preserves America's military heritage through aircraft, vehicles, uniforms, weapons, personal memorabilia, and exhibits spanning conflicts from the First World War to the present. But history is more than the collection of artifacts. It lives in the voices of the men and women who experience it. The new Purple Heart Gallery helps preserve those voices through recorded veterans' testimony, portraits, and historical artifacts, interactive displays, and the story of Oklahoma's fallen heroes. Among the veterans helping cut the ribbon was Larry Jack Toney, a Vietnam veteran, 3-time Purple Heart recipient, and a Purple Heart ambassador. Jack invited me to visit the museum. Although I arrived after the ribbon cutting, I was grateful to catch up with him afterward. I had the privilege of presenting him with a copy of my book, Still Standing, and a challenge coin as a small expression of my gratitude for his service and sacrifice. Jack will also be the featured guest on the next episode of Oklahoma Echoes. In that conversation, he shares his experiences in Vietnam and his remarkable personal story in his own words. Places like the American Military Heritage Museum reminds us that preserving history means preserving people's stories, their service, their courage, and their sacrifice. I invite you all to visit the museum in Enid, experience the new Purple Heart Gallery, and help support its important mission. And be sure to join us for the next episode of Oklahoma Echoes as we honor the life and service of Larry Jack Toney, a story that deserves to be heard and never forgotten.